Hello guys and welcome to a brand new season here of Liga Europe. We're into season 3 with a brand new division, Division 4. A lot of familiar faces from D3 from last season and some fresh new faces. And to bring you the commentary this evening is Ivor Bryn Mike, and I've been joined in the commentary booth by Ton. Ton, how are you doing, bud?
Yeah, I'm doing alright. Looking forward to what should be a interesting race. As you said, lots of new people here. It'd be good to see how they all drive and hopefully they give us a good show tonight.
Yes, and we will be hoping that it's going to be a lot of close racing here in this division. Because the guys here that we recognise were kind of towards the midfield, towards the back end of D3 last season, so they're going to be looking to maybe step up to the podiums. I mean, Smitsky, Jasper, uh, Ibo as well, Ryan B, Cloudy Cloud, and we do know that Ghost Recon is another name, as well as Deja Vu. They could very well be sniffing a chance at a podium, race wins, or even the championship by the end of the season. You never know.
But then we also can't count out all of the new guys here since we simply have no idea what their pace is like.
Nope, and obviously, pre-season, this is just going to shake things down to see where everyone's pace lies, and we are doing the pre-season race around Silverstone, one of the most iconic tracks on the F1 calendar. Now, I've always been kind of 50-50 on Silverstone as a circuit. I know you've enjoyed it in the past. Would you like to go through the challenges on this circuit?
Well, challenges in this circuit mainly just comes down to that there's no heavy braking zones here. So, in terms of conserving your fuel and battery, it's quite difficult. But other than that, actual difficult sections where you've got the famous section of Maggots, Beckett's and Chapel, going end of Sector 2 onto Sector 3, and you've also got likes of Stowe Corner and Cops Corner, which can throw a wrench into someone's race if taken incorrectly. But other than that, I don't actually think it's that interesting a track.
It's interesting to find out your opinion, because I know that you kind of enjoyed this track.
I mean, I've done well here before. I've never once said I enjoyed the track.
You said you enjoyed it on F1 2018. Come on.
I said I was good on it. Never said I enjoyed it. It's a horrible track.
Either way, Jasper, one of the old D3 lads, popping up on provisional pole with a 28.4 and is immediately beat by Ryan with a 28.2.
I think we're going to have some system for naming the Ryans in this division.
Well, Ryan's just Ryan B, and meh, Ryan, we'll just call him Ryan.
Yeah, and as we're saying that, Smitsky's jumped up to second with a 28.3, so he's not far off either. But yeah, looking, if things stay as they are, or continue as they are now, like, we're going to have a close fought battle for pole.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what kind of lap times that Ryan B, Dave, and Maverick do when... Oh, speaking of Ryan B, B is just chilling in the gravel. He's gone to build some sandcastles.
Also had someone either leave or disconnect, so hopefully they can get back in quick as possible.
Yeah, and as I was going to say, it was going to be interesting to see what Ryan B, Dave, and Maverick could do when they chucked on these soft tyres. Will we see anyone in the 27s here? I would like to think so.
Oh, I think it's quite interesting that people actually opted to do banker laps in the medium tyres here. Because most people, if not everyone, would choose just to go on the softs for the whole session here.
Yeah,
this tyre wear is not the biggest issue that you're going to have.
It really is an easy one-stop, soft to mediums. So we got a yellow flag in sector 2. What's going on?
Probably just someone letting a faster car. Right. Oh,
Oh,
the Calvin
no,
Christian
no.
just crashed.
Yep, we got
Turn
Calvin.
two.
Calvin off, I think. Yeah, that is turn
That's
two,
turn
you're
two.
right. I had a horrible camera angle then, I thought it was going to be turn
Yeah.
4. But yep, he is off at turn 2, and to be honest, he has set a pretty decent time at the moment with a 28.4 up in 4th place.
Well, I think for right now, any of the guys that have set 20 times in the 28-second range can be quite proud of that.
So we still got the C times from, I'm going to say Hilden Vilden. I believe that is how you pronounce it. Hilden Vilden, I love the name already.
But whether or not that's how you pronounce it, that's how we're going to pronounce it.
Hey look, right, I mean, I'm enjoying the name already. We got times to come from Hilden Vilden, Sir Ibo, and Kieran that have still got getting the time. They got to get a lap on the board.
Yeah, and there's still 10 minutes left in this session, so there's plenty of time for those guys to get
And
times on the board.
Ibo with a 31.9. I believe that's just going to be his. Oh no, he's lost it on the exit of turn 1. Back end just stepping out on him.
Though.
Yep, he kept out the wall. But back end stepping out on Ibo right there. So on board with the McLaren of Hilden Vilden. As we got yellow flags in sector 1, 2 and 3. Now sector 1 and 3. No, just sector 3.
No sector 2. People can't make up their mind on where they want to have little spins or slow down for other traffic.
Yep, just over 9 minutes to go. 2 guys yet to set a lap time. We're on board with the McLaren of Hilden Vilden. Kieran is on a lap right now in the Renault. Sorry, he's on his out lap. As we come through Maggots and Beckett's here. With Hilden keeping it relatively clean. I think I'm going to get the lap delta up. Just to see the split times of people. As you may have heard in the background, my dog just started barking. I apologise for that.
Your dog's just itching to get this race underway.
Yep, the dogs are going mad, and he sets a 30.3. It's a nice banker lap. I don't think he was pushing it flat out. You know, it seemed a bit calm. You know, it's just a time to get on the board. Right, I think the man in the Mercedes, I think the way to pronounce that is Maupai. I'm not sure. My pronunciation of names isn't particularly great.
Yeah, trying to get a Welshman and a Scotsman to pronounce foreign names. Not going to end well.
I mean, it could be worse. There could be some Welsh names there.
Yeah, but then you'd probably be able to pronounce one no one else.
I mean, you say that, but
I mean, you'd have the best chance.
maybe. But we'll see as Maupai is coming up to the line right now through the club section. Round the final corner. He improves by just under a tenth. It gets him up into P4.
Yeah,
and Kieran straight away, 27.5.
As we were watching that, Don's steering wheel went up to P3, but obviously as Keating jumped up onto the professional pole, it knocked everyone down a spot. One person that's going to want to be improving is Cloudy Cloud. He's probably looking to be not finishing last in this session.
Yeah, Cloudy Cloud. I believe he is going to improve as Rajan. That's going to be another tricky name for me to pronounce.
Why do we always get the awkward names?
I mean, I can't answer that for you, but I'm just gonna call it. I'm
Jasper's
just
gone
gonna
up to
call you
P3.
Raj. Yep, Jasper into the 27. So we're starting to see some 27s right now, and I'm not gonna lie, Raj and Kieran have set some
Yeah,
pretty
those
competitive
times would be
times. And
yeah, those times would have been competitive in D3.
yeah, I believe Raj's time would have actually put him in, would have put him well and truly in the top 10 in D3. Maybe even top 5. No, not top 5, because we did have a couple in the 26s.
Yeah.
Um, I definitely think he would have been top 10, though. Then, of course, we got Kieran setting a 27.5 on his first lap. That would have been competitive.
He's definitely going to be one to watch tonight.
Yeah, looking at some of the old guard, some D3 who have moved down. How many guys do you see who could really take this challenge of the new D4 division by the horns?
I mean, from what's showing so far tonight, the only two in with a chance is Jasper and Smitsky. The
Well, we
others
haven't.
don't seem to be really getting there.
Well, we haven't seen a
Getting times
soft
at the
run
same
yet
level.
from Ryan B. To be fair,
That is true. But I'm not too sure if a soft run will gain him over a second.
I mean, you never know. We're gonna go on board with Slayer, who's coming towards the end of the lap. In fact, he is boxing.
Yeah.
And
I'm guessing most people that are out on track right now, it's just Dave, they'll be pulling into the pits to make sure they can go for one last run at the end of the session.
yeah, we do have the Renault of Ryan, who at the moment is on an out lap. So we'll switch over to him in just a moment. Is Muppin? It is Muppin. It is Muppin. I tell you what, I'm loving the new names. I'm loving them. Muppin, Hilden Building, Maverick. I love it.
We've got two of them driving the same car tonight.
Yep.
Building and Muffin both in the McLaren. Seems like we're starting to get people heading out for their last qualifying runs now.
Yep. Muppin has just gone through the old turn 1 of Copse Corner as he is now into Maggots and Beckett's Nick V7.
Nope.
Oh no, he's lost it. He's lost the back end. In Maggots and Beckett.
I'm guessing that's not exactly how he planned to take that corner.
Nah, I think he just took a little bit too much curve there.
A little bit too much curve, he just turned in slightly too aggressively.
Well, we do have Ryan right now, who is also coming into Maggots and Beckett's. We're on board with him right now, as he successfully navigates his way through it. DRS should be wide open for him. He is 3 tenths up on his time, so this should be a 27, but this might be his only lap. He might have just invalidated it. He did get very close to the curb, so I might have just invalidated him. But as he comes through the club section, he hits that sausage curb, which is not what you want to see, and he does improve to a 28 flat. But there's definitely time out there for him.
Yeah, but I don't know if he's going to be able to set another lap time looking, because he's going to have to save battery and get round, start a lap in about a minute and a half, 2 minutes, so it's going to be a tough order if he does want to go for another lap.
It is going to be... well, it depends on how much fuel he chucked in. Maybe he did chuck in enough for another flying lap. But we do have yellow flags in Sector 2, and who's this going off to the side? I think it is Mupai. Yep, Mupai is off to the side as... oh, Ryan... no, that's Maverick, sorry, my bad. I thought I was on board with Ryan B for a second. I realised he's in the Mercedes. Maverick going off track completely.
Well, it's only the top level of observation here on the D4 stream. Definitely know exactly who it is that we're currently watching.
Well, he does improve. It is a slight improvement for him, but I believe he did invalidate it, as was expected with the amount of corner that he did cut, as Don Steering Wheel has just started his lap. We're on board with Smitsky, a man who I think is one to keep an eye on this season in D4.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Smitsky's definitely got a lot of pace in him, so it's just going to be a case of whether or not he can show that throughout the season.
I mean, he did lift off right there through Cop's corner, so I'm not sure whether this is going to be a fantastic lap. It might be an improvement, though. You never know. Nah, he's 6 times down. This is not going to be an improvement for Smitsky. Ryan B does get up into 5th place.
Whether or not he stays there. Yep, there we go. Slayer up to 4th.
Yeah, so now we're starting to see the lap times come in.
Smitsky's pulled into the pits. End of his lap.
As
Don Steering Wheel coming around the last few corners now.
Yep, Kieran right behind him as well in the Renault. Can Kieran snag pole position here? He comes around the final corner.
Don Steering Wheel up to 5th.
Nope, Kieran unable to improve. Raj currently is 2 tenths down on his time.
Jasper's currently 1 tenth down in his time.
Jasper
So
could
Barry
actually...
Woodford,
Jasper could gain the time that he needs now for this final section.
yeah,
Nope, he's
possible, but
boxed.
no.
He's boxed.
Yeah, so it would appear that man on pole this evening is Raja, however the hell you say that.
I'm just going to stick to Raj. I feel like that's something that I can just
that's
pronounce.
probably a good idea.
Cloudy Cloud also into the pit side. So that is our grid. So we got Raj on pole, followed by Kieran, followed by Jasper, who is one of the old guards. Here is sticking it in 3rd place. Then we got Slayer in 4th, Calvin Christian in 5th, Don Steering Wheel in 6th, Ryan in 7th, Maupai starting in 8th, and then right behind him we got Ryan B in 9th and Smitsky down in 10th. Then outside the top 10 with free choice of tyre compound, we got Dave in 11th, Cloudy Cloud in 12th, Maverick in 13th, Hilden Vilden in 14th, Muppin in 15th, and then Ibo, who I do believe this is not one of Ibo's favourite tracks, but Ibo all the way down in 16th. But we know Ibo is very consistent, and I do expect him to gain some positions here.
Yeah, well, from the looks of it, this has been quite competitive, even just in qualifying, so it should be quite an interesting race we've got ahead of us today.
Yes, and this is where we're really going to see who's going to be at the front as we go into next week for the season opener. So we got Raj on pole, Kieran alongside him in 2nd, Jasper and Slayer on the 2nd row, Christian and Don Steering Wheel on the 3rd, Ryan Mupai on the 4th, Ryan B and Smitsky on the 5th row of the grid. Outside the top 10, Dave, Cloudy, Maverick, Hilden, Muppin and Ibo rounding out the grid. And I do believe that Nick will be starting from the back because he did join mid-session, so we'll see how Nick can do. So, any predictions going into this pre-season race here, Tom?
No, I really don't have any ideas at all. I think in order to make predictions, I have to have some idea of everyone's pace relative to each other, and I just don't.
Well, the only the new guys that have joined in Div 4, the only new guys I actually have had experience racing is Nick and Kieran. Kieran is pretty quick. He is pretty quick. I think he would he do somewhat decent in D3. Nick, on the other hand, I'm not sure. But of course, we do have Raj, who is the man on pole position, who set a very competitive time, even for D3 standards. It would be a competitive time.
Yeah, his time would have done quite well in D3. Possible, not saying it well or not, but that these drivers may not end up staying in D4. But then it's not up to us to decide that, so.
Well, as we got the man, the myth, the legend, Marker in the chat, just saying that top 2 times a D3 speed, Big W done a 27.4. However, we gotta look at Big W the same way you gotta look at me, because even I was slower than the pole time here, but I have gone no assist, and Big W I think he's going no TC, getting used to the wheel, so some allowances can be made for Big W's time.
Yeah, that's not taking anything away from the fact that the front 2 in qualifying here were rapid.
Oh, they were very impressive. So, as we round out the formation lap, let's see what tyres everyone's on. As we got Dave, Cloudy and Ibbo opting for the medium compound tyres, everyone else opting for the softs. So they could be guys to keep an eye on towards the end of this race. As we are now gearing up for 5 red lights eventually when they come on for me. There they are. As we go to 5 red lights to start the pre-season race for Season 3 of Liga Europe with the lads at D4, and it is a fantastic start there from Raj as we're trying to have a little look at down the midfield as we got a car going well off circuit.
That's Smitsky completely missing turn 1 there.
Oh, we got Carnage! We got Carnage, the Alpha of Calvin, Jasper and Slayer again tangled up there.
And Maupai ended up getting DNF. That's not the start to the race he would have been wanting.
Yeah, but a man who did start well was Nick, all the way from last up into 7th right now, as he does a lovely little switchback on Cloudy Cloud to get up into 6th, and Dawn is just following them. Yeah, a fantastic start, and Dave as well getting up into 5th on those mediums.
Yeah, Dave looking strong to go strategic.
Ryan B and the battle of the Ryans into Maggots and Beckett's, and Ryan B comes out on top, and Hilden Vilden has retired. Can we see? Oh, Ibbo's just he stopped on track and
might have had contact between them.
Perhaps maybe a bit of contact there, as we got our race leader Rajan and Kieran having a bit of a battle for the lead of the race. They've already built up a 2.5 second gap to the guys behind.
Yeah, so I think there's definitely an argument to be had that those two guys are a bit quick.
Yeah, we'll have to see towards the end of the race, see what the pace of Ryan B, Ryan, as well as the likes of Jasper Smitsky do towards the end of this race, because as we all know in racing, it's not over until it's over. As we got Don steering wheel and Jasper. Oh, is it Maverick having a look down the inside of Jasper?
No, the front two are going side by side through left field.
I was looking at this freeway battle between Maverick, Don steering wheel, and Jasper, and Calvin is just going.
Raj managed to hold on to the leads going through co-ops, but they're right nose to tail with each other heading into Nuggets and Beckets here.
Yep, so we're now on board with the front two. I tell you what, DRS is going to be crucial for Kieran to get past Raj as we go on to this next lap.
Yeah, especially since there isn't all that many good overtaking points here. You've just got to make the most of every opportunity you have. And oh, something's happened to Nick.
Nick has spun it.
Stowe Corner.
And Ibo has spun it as well.
Yeah.
Ah, that's not what you want to see. He got off to such a good start as well, did Nick. Arguments could be made there that Nick had the absolute best start of everyone on lap one. In fact, I think he did. As we got Don and Jasper side by side. Yeah, they are side by side. DRS for both of them. Looks like Jasper has managed to get past Don steering wheel. And it looks like he's going to shape up and move on his teammate. Down the inside he goes.
Also, we've missed that Kieran has got past Raj. Now they are headed into co-ops with Kieran a good few car lengths ahead now.
Yeah. The problem is, this is lovely little four-way battle, five-way, six-way battle going on down for 6th place.
It's just loads happening.
As Nick has left the session, he's DNF'd.
And the two Ryans
and it's a safety car. Safety car.
Oh, safety car. Well, that'll make things interesting.
Yeah, that's going to close the park right up. Ryan B will be loving this. As well as Dave as well, I'd say, because here's the question: would you pit from the softs on lap 3 with the safety car? Oh, as we do have the race leaders into the pits.
Oh, Kieran did not.
Oh no, Kieran did not opt for it. Ryan B, Ryan did, as well as Slayer.
Oh, and Dom steering wheel has gone into the back of Calvin, I'm guessing.
Yeah, Calvin Christian.
Yeah, but
okay,
lost
so
his right side end plate on his front line.
Fortunately, this game does not want to give me the camera angles to see things, does it?
Interestingly, it seems like a lot of people are going onto the hard tyre in the pit stop.
Well, to be fair, from the experience that I had to deal with in the D3 race, I think that's probably a smart call, but my tyre wear wasn't particularly great. These guys could be better on their tyres than me, so they might have been able to take the mediums to the end, but...
And then there's also Nothing has opted for the softs again.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. Is he just looking to make some very quick moves then pit when the likes of Kieran, Jasper, Calvin and Don steering wheel pit?
I just have to wait and see, but it's definitely a bold call from the McLaren driver.
A very bold call indeed. Oh, is that Slayer off? Yes, Slayer's off. Oh no, that's not Slayer, that's Brian. I can't even see straight at the moment. I am struggling to see right now, guys. I need my glasses.
You're blind, mate.
I'm just a blind Welshman.
The good thing it's a safety car right now and there's nothing actually happening.
Yeah, it's a good thing he didn't drop any positions to Slayer, because that would have been a position that he did not want to lose with Slayer being on the mediums. As Don Stillwell gets a 5-second penalty for... Oh, Kieran and Don Stillwell have not called this correct. They are going to be so far behind now the race lead. The race leaders, when they rejoin, they're going to have so much traffic to get through. It's going to be interesting. But what this does, it does bring the guys like Smitsky back into things. Smitsky, as we know, who had a pretty poor lap one. But
yeah, but another thing this has done is it's left Dave and Cloudy in a brilliant position in those medium tyres.
Yep, that is very true. Now, Jasper and Calvin are going to be interesting ones to watch, because their soft tyres are going to be good for, well, usually you pit around lap 8 to lap 10 on the softs anyway in a proper racing condition. But with these safety car laps, they could probably stretch them to like lap, I want to say lap 12.
Yeah, they could probably do that. Another thing is those two will be wanting to get past those medium tired guys as fast as they can once their safety car goes in.
I mean, what we got right here, we got a Alfa Romeo sandwich with a double Racing Point filling, which is what we do like to see. We like this kind of sandwich.
A bit confused there because I just saw an overtake happening.
Yeah, that was
not usually what you see under safety car.
The safety car is in this lap, so eyes are on Dave, who is backing up the pack. Jasper is going to be like a shark in a cage right now. That's not the expression, but it's the expression I'm going with.
If you don't know what the expression is, just make up your own.
Hey, look, right, a shark is more deadly than a bear or a tiger. I'm just saying. So here we go, as Dave has led us away, and it looks like he got a very good restart from Jasper, as Raj all over the back of Calvin straight away as he goes slightly off circuit. That could be a
Calvin's
Calvin's... Oh no. That is heartbreaking from Calvin, because he is going to have to make a pit stop, and he is effectively out of this race for the time being, as we got Smitsky and Kieran going side by side. Smitsky keeping a hold of P10 for the time being.
The two Ryans are still practically attached to each other.
Yeah, now this is the thing that I wanted to see. Ryan, see what his pace is like compared to Raj. Because Ryan had to battle his way through people to get up into third place. Whereas Raj and Kieran were... Oh no, Ryan!
Oh.
Ryan's gone, he's come back on track!
Lucky from those guys going past him there as he swung across. That could have been...
Yeah, that could have been disastrous. Absolutely fortunate there for everyone able to avoid Ryan's car, but it seems to me that every single time I talk about someone, they spin off.
Yeah.
As Kieran actually left the session, he's just rejoined as Calvin picks up a 3-second time penalty. It's not going to help him towards the end of this race. But Jasper all over the back. As we got yellow flags in sector 2 and 3, I'm guessing that's for Ryan B and Calvin, I'm guessing.
I would guess so, yeah. Don't really see anything else happening.
But here we go. Jasper out of the slipstream. Down the inside he goes. Wheel to wheel. The two old D3 lads on two different compounds of tyres. Here they go. As Jasper gets a bit wide onto the curbing. So unable to make that move stick. And Jasper right now is on borrowed time. Because those soft tyres, he may have the advantage for another few laps. But eventually Dave is going to have the advantage. And then Dave will be pitting for a set of soft tyres. And he'll have the advantage again.
Yeah, Jasper's going to want to see if he can get this moved on in the next couple of laps, so he can try and
he needs to do it.
A gap between him and that Alpha.
He needs to do it this lap. He has to get it done on this lap now with the aid of DRS, which should be enabled this lap, as they are just about coming onto it right now. Yep, DRS has been enabled. He needs to get the job done on this lap and build a gap to the Alpha of Dave. But right now, the effective race leader, Raj, is all over the back of Cloudy. So, as we got Jasper down the inside of Dave. Side by side, wheel to wheel they go. A lovely little switch back there from Dave. This is fantastic stuff. Dave tried to have a little look down the inside. Unable to get it done. Now Jasper needs to push.
Yeah, whereas it would be nice for Dave to stick right on the back of Jasper, but with how he is right now, he doesn't actually really have to stick that firmly to him. And he's got, or in a few laps, he'll be in a perfect position strategy-wise. So Dave can really, maybe relax is probably the wrong word, but he doesn't have to go all out pushing like Jasper currently does.
Yeah, the problem is for Jasper right now is the fact that eventually Dave is going to have the advantage on the tyres. As Raj had a little look down the inside. Yeah, that was a bit of a dive. Raj getting a little bit impatient behind the racing point of Cloudy Cloud.
Yeah. Not really sure why he's getting impatient like that, because as has been shown so far, he's definitely faster than that racing point, even on the harder tyres.
I mean, right now, Raj is effectively the race leader, so he doesn't have to force these moves like what he just tried to do there with the dive bomb. He can just chill, DRS wide open. So he goes around the outside. Very bold move, but he does get it done. So a lovely little move there from the Haas driver to get himself up into third, and now he's going to be hunting down Dave, and he's already in DRS of him. And Dave does not have DRS on Jasper anymore, so as we said, Jasper needed to push, and he is now pushing.
And Dave was not the cleanest run through the S's there, giving Raj a much better exit compared to him, so it's probably not going to be long until that Haas is in front of that Alpha.
I don't think it'll be too long either, but I mean, cases are going to be made for Raj to go to D3 after this race, because he is a man on a mission right now. As we got Kieran, who I think is back in his car. Yes, he is, getting past Don steering wheel. He's got a 1.8 second gap to Smitsky, so we'll see on his progress on that later on. As we got Ryan, who is currently on the back of Cloudy Cloud, and Slayer on those mediums, not too far behind.
Yeah, right now it's hard to really tell where everyone is or will be after all pit stops have been completed.
Well, the only three people who have to make a pit stop is Cloudy Cloud, Dave and Jasper. And Ibo, who is currently in the pits right now, so Slayer picks up a 3-second time penalty. I'll tell you what, this might be interesting for Slayer because there was a few laps under the safety car. Are those mediums actually going to be okay to go to the end?
I would guess that they are.
Because
We've got Raj
he's done like
went up their side into Vale.
Yep, and
he's
oh no, he spun Raja
There's
spun.
contact, a small bit of contact with Dave, and that spun out the house.
It's not what you want to see, and you got the Renault having a little look down into turn one. Thinks better of it though, and that has just opened the door, perhaps for Slayer to start picking these guys off. So, as I was saying,
Jasper's gone into the pits there as well. So now it's just Dave and Cloudy get hit.
Yeah, so as I was saying, Slayer could very well be able to take those mediums to the end because he's had 7 laps on him, but 3 of those laps were under safety car. And I think the earliest you can pit for mediums is around lap 8 and get him to the end comfortably, so he could be alright to go to the end. As he's side by side with Ryan into Marcus and Beckett, so he thinks better of it.
Not really wanting to be going through those corners side by side at all.
Yes, I have.
Not best idea.
No, it's not. I can speak from experience of that.
I don't know what's happened to Maverick, but
Yep,
Smitsky
Maverick,
and Keaton both just got past him on the Hanger Straight.
And Kieran right now is showing some fantastic pace. He has closed that 1.8 second gap down in the space of, I'd say, a lap and a half.
Yeah, it's not been long at all. Well, and Ebo is off the track and facing the wrong way, and Calvin has DNF.
And I am coughing my lungs up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone in the whole world noticed that.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Four-way battle for the lead still continuing. Still being led by Dave as well.
Yeah, now Dave and Cloudy, they're going to be pitting soon, so really this battle is between Ryan and Slayer.
Yeah, and between the two of them, it's just as much a strategic battle as it is a racecraft battle. It's just who made the better choice when they both pitted under the safety car.
Yes, and Kieran right now, all over the back of Smitsky. Kieran could actually have the pace to catch up to Slayer and Ryan, I'm not going to lie. As Ryan does make it past Cloudy around the outside, which will turn to the inside in the club section. Gets the job done. Now he has a car between him and Slayer.
Yeah, and you're saying that you think Kieran might be able to catch up. Well, he's not that far off when you look at it. He's only really about 3.5 seconds off the back of that battle.
Nah, he's only 3 seconds. He's 2 tenths behind Smitsky. Smitsky's 2.7 behind Slayer. And considering how quickly Kieran caught up to Smitsky, you gotta think as soon as he gets past Smitsky, he's gonna have some clear air to push in, and he should be able to catch up. But because Smitsky is actually closing in on these guys as well, so this could actually turn out to be a 4-way battle towards the end of this race, because Cloudy and Dave are effectively gonna be removed as soon as they make their pit stops. You got Slayer on mediums that may or may not be able to make. Oh no, he's gone. He's lost it. He's lost it in Cop's corner. And that is heartbreaking for the Red Bull driver. I need to stop commentating on people because I'm actually cursing them.
You need to stop saying anyone's name.
Yeah. It's not going well. As Cloudy Cloud around the outside of Ryan, and can Ryan fight back? No, he's going to tuck in behind. Meanwhile, Smitsky's still staying ahead of Kieran right now.
I'm guessing right now that Kieran's actually fairly happy behind Smitsky. I mean, obviously I'm guessing he'd like to be ahead of him, but he'll be getting slipstream and DRS off the back of him, so he won't be complaining too terribly.
Yeah, but one thing that Kieran does need to do, he needs to work on his ERS management. I mean, he's sitting in DRS. He could very well be easy, saving all of his ERS now. Because Smitsky right now has double the ERS that he has. Ryan has pretty much triple the ERS that Kieran has. So Kieran needs to start saving the ERS now while he's behind.
Ryan picking up a 3-second time penalty.
That could be crucial.
Not helpful, yeah.
And Smitsky has brought that gap down now to 2.2 seconds.
Yeah. From what you're on board in Kieran,
and here you go, Kieran down the inside.
Clearly visible.
Kieran down the inside. He goes into Stowe and he has got the move done. But here's the thing, I think Smitsky's just going to get him back. Actually, to be fair, Smitsky's quite low on the ERS as well, so I think Smitsky might have just used a bit too much ERS trying to defend.
There's also the fact I'm not sure how quickly the two of them will catch up if those three ahead stop squabbling as much. Because they've all got pretty full batteries on board.
Well, the only one that's hindering right now is Ryan, who does have that 3-second time penalty. He goes down the inside of Cloudy. Cloudy able to hold it. Oh, Ryan loses the back end slightly, but he's able to keep control of his car, and that has brought Kieran and Smitsky right into play now. As Ryan B picks up a 3-second time penalty. It's going from bad to worse for Ryan B, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not going great for that Mercedes driver.
Cloudy, is he going to make a move on Dave?
Certain if the chance arises, he's going to have a look.
I mean, he's right on the gearbox.
Yeah,
he's having a look to the inside. Down the inside goes Cloudy.
Nice. Made it stick. Can hold it through Vale. And Dave's jumped into the pits, going for the undercut.
Yep, Dave into the pits. Has effectively released Ryan a bit, who is all over the back of Cloudy.
Yeah.
And Ryan, once he gets past Cloudy, he should be able to maintain that lead.
Yeah, he maintain, maybe stretch out the lead over Kieran. Because once he has clean air, I get the feeling that Ryan's going to be going quite a bit faster than he is right now.
Well, look at the ERS difference between Ryan and these guys as he goes down the inside, and once again Cloudy able to hold on, but around the outside goes Ryan, and that is job done for the Renault.
Though it wasn't the tidiest of moves he could have made.
Nah.
A fair bit of contact with that racing point.
Yeah, as I was saying, the ERS of Ryan is going to be a difficult thing for Kieran and Smitsky to match. Ryan sitting on 80% and Kieran and Smitsky on between 30 to 20% respectively. Is Cloudy going to be ducking into the pits?
I'm guessing he's going to dive into the pit. No?
Nope, he stays out for another lap.
Oh, that was a bit clumsy from him.
To be honest, I didn't even know that Cloudy had ABS on. Off, sorry.
Yeah.
That was a big lockup. As Cloudy Cloud picks up a 3-second penalty. That was a bit silly.
Yeah, just not sure why Cloudy's getting so riled up at the fact that he's just been overtaken. Seeing as these two guys aren't in the same race, really. But it just seems like since Ryan got past Cloudy, he's just sudden rush of blood to the brain.
I'll tell you what, Kieran has effectively, even if Cloudy Cloud goes into the pits this lap, Kieran is still in DRS of Ryan.
Well,
Just
it's
about.
going to be close.
Just about.
Yeah.
And he's just dropped Smitsky out of DRS now, so Kieran, as long as he keeps it clean and doesn't pick up penalties, he could be on for the win here.
Yeah, it looks like we could actually have a nice on-track battle between these two Renault drivers.
We've also got Don steering wheel right behind Maverick for second place. That could be an interesting battle. Cloudy Cloud staying out for another lap.
Wonder why he's staying out for so long. Because he easily gets off.
Oh no, he's gone. Yep, he's pushed it. He's pushed it too far.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I think that was more to do with tyre wear more than anything there from Cloudy.
Oh, it was a combination of tyre wear and trying to push to keep up with these guys that he really shouldn't have been.
As Dave sets the fastest lap with a 31 flat. Not a bad lap time there from Dave.
That's quite a nice lap time. The only real battle we've got right now is between the Ferrari of Dom's steering wheel and the Haas of Alt Maverick. Everyone else is out a second of each other, so...
Yeah, it's pretty stabilised right now, and
so
I'm going to say it right now, Raj
I
is...
get the feeling the two Renaults are going to be battling soon, though.
And I'm not sure if... no, Kieran does not have DRS. Though he is in the DRS window now. And here goes Don steering wheel down the inside into Stowe. Maverick going to try and hold it around the outside. They wheel to wheel. And Don steering wheel gets it done.
Don steering wheel's made it.
I had a very poor camera angle of that then.
Very poor camera angles on this game. Never.
Cloudy Cloud gets a 5-second time pen for speeding.
From bad to worse.
Right, now Kieran is in DRS, and now this is going to be the fight for the win. As we do have Raj on the back of Maverick now, so...
Yeah. Well,
only...
the front 6 cars is just split into 3 teams. Or 3 manufacturers, I should say. No idea if they are teammates with each other.
The top 6 are only separated by 6.2 seconds.
Yeah.
And this is going to be interesting because Raj, we gotta say, he did show some fantastic pace in the first stint until he spun it. As Kieran is looking for the move.
Yeah.
Round the outside he goes. He's going to be able to hold it. He's gone very, very wide there.
Yeah.
But he does have the lead. That one might be a questionable one. What would you make of that? You know, a bit too far off circuit. Do you reckon he should have dropped it?
Well, I am one of the people that says if someone goes off the track there at all, they're pushing it too far. So I think just because the game lets you away with something doesn't mean it should be okay.
I don't know, I kind of feel that he does have to kind of give the position back just because of how far off he went. And looks like he is going to defend it as Ryan tries around the outside. Little bit of contact, and Kieran has gone. And Smisky's... Oh, Smisky, watch out, but Smisky almost got collected.
Managed to just stop his car going completely round.
Yep, good news there for Smitsky. What I was going to say was Raj, he could very well be able to, if he's got no penalties, he could be on for a podium here.
Yeah, it's not out of the question.
Because I think he's going to get past his teammate by here. Because he's right in DRS, he should have the pace to catch up to Don. We know Ryan has a 3-second time pen.
I will Raj right past Maverick easy as you like.
Yeah. We know that we know Ryan has a 3-second time pen. I think I did see one for Kieran early on in the race as well. Smitsky could be on for the win here, but Raj could get a very sneaky second place if he keeps it on track.
Yeah, and then also Don's steering wheel, even though I know he's got a couple of penalties, he's still in quite a good position here. Looks like we could be on for
it looks like
five or 6 way fight for the lead here.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like we're going to be on for a 6-way battle for the lead. There is only 4.3 seconds separating the top 6.
And they're all within DRS of each other.
Yeah, and then you got Slayer, who's just over 2 seconds off it.
Maverick's just dropped out of DRS here. I think we're just going to be stuck with a 5-way battle.
Hey, I'll take a 5-way battle. I will gladly settle for a 5-way battle for the final 5 laps of this race.
It's just a question of whether or not they can all keep up this battle.
Well, looking at it right now, we got 2 Renaults, we got 2 Ferraris, and then we got the 2 Haas's. So here we go as we start lap 22 or 26. We got Kieran in the lead of this race, just out of DRS from Ryan in second, with Smitsky in third, Don Steering Wheel in fourth, Raj in fifth. As Slayer picks up a penalty, that's not going to help him. Maverick in sixth, Slayer down in seventh. We got Jasper in eighth, doing quite well actually after his spin earlier. And then we got Dave, Cloudy Cloud, and Ryan B, who I think is going for fastest lap right now.
I would guess he is.
Let's go back up to this battle. Don Steering Wheel has dropped out of DRS on Smitsky.
Yeah, but Raj were right in the gearbox of that Ferrari as well.
I'm gonna go on TV cam so I can actually get some good angles. So he's in 8th gear in Magnussen Beckett. So I personally prefer to stay in 7th.
I personally have no idea. Right.
We got Smitsky to the inside of Ryan. Oh, he just unable to hold it. What about Raj? Raj hasn't got past him either. As Ibo gets a 10-second time penalty.
Raj has just tried to dive Don's steering wheel and hit him and spun him.
And he does have wing damage.
Yeah.
He's got to give the place back. Oh no, more front wing going off there, off the other Haas of Maverick. Keep it clean, lads.
I think for once I can sum up this race with one word, and that word's going to be impatience.
Yeah. I think a lot of people have come into this race thinking that they were just gonna absolutely boss it and dominate absolutely everyone.
Yeah, interestingly, after all that, Slayer's now back up in 4th.
Yep, and unfortunately what this has done, it has is giving us a three-way battle for 5th. All three have front wing damage. Jasper, 6.3 seconds behind with 3 laps to go.
Yeah, if those guys decide that they have to pit, that pushes Jasper right up into 5th position.
It also pushes
without
Dave up as
having
well.
to, yeah.
So we've got Maverick, who just went completely off track. I'm guessing the front wing damage a bit too much for him.
Yeah. Let's see if any of them decide to go into the pits.
No, they all stayed out. They're risking it.
No, Raj is pitting.
Right, Raj is in.
pitting.
I wonder if there was a bit of communication between Raj and Maverick there.
I have no idea.
I tell you what, is Smitsky going to win this race? Because I can't remember seeing any penalties coming up for Smitsky.
I don't know if Smitsky's had any penalties. It'd be
we
one hell of
know-
a turnaround after that one that he had.
Yeah, we know Ryan's got a 3-second time penalty. I believe I've seen a penalty for Kieran.
I'm not sure, but as we don't have long to wait, I'm not going to bother checking.
Nah, there's no point in checking. Right, I'm just going to have a look at the fastest lap. It is currently being held by Dave. Ryan B hasn't actually gone for the fastest lap yet. It's quite unusual, because I thought he would have absolutely sent one in. Speaking of, there we go. 29.8.
So it looks like we might actually have Smitsky and Ryan battling it out for second on track.
Yeah, well, knowing Smitsky, he does want to win this battle on track.
Yeah, I don't think there's anyone that'd say they don't want to beat someone on track, given the chance.
Yeah, and I did mention Jasper. Can he catch up the Maverick and Don steering wheel? He is already on the back of Maverick, and Maverick comes into the
Maverick's
pits.
pitting.
The question is, can Jasper close down 3 seconds to Don steering wheel in this final lap? Oh, he's picked up a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, well,
Here goes Smitsky.
I know that Don steering wheel definitely has at least that penalty.
Yeah. I am interested to see how this is all going to unfold as we go on to the final lap of the race. As I was thinking that I was going to be the old turn 1. It is the old turn 1. But it still works. It's going to be interesting to see who is going to come out on top here.
Yeah.
Kieran, I think, is going to win this battle on track.
Yeah, I don't, unless Kieran spins or something, I don't see the other two guys catching him now.
The question is, does Smitsky does he just send it on the final?
I think just sending it is probably a bit risky.
The question is, does Smitsky have a penalty? That's the only thing we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
I mean, the saving grace for Ryan right now is that lap car might have just given him, it definitely has given him DRS.
Yeah, it's given him DRS. And it's given him a bit of slipstream as well.
I don't know, do you actually get a slipstream from Ghost Cars?
I think you do.
Right, well, Smitsky right now has dropped out of DRS, so this is not good for Smitsky, and he is outside of 3 seconds of Kieran.
Yeah.
So if Kieran does have a 3-second time pen, Smitsky's not going to get in it, as Raj does set the new fastest lap of a 29.3. That is actually...
Yeah, but also Jasper's now within half a second of Don steering wheel.
Yes, we'll be... Actually, we're going to go on to that battle right now, because that is the closest battle we have.
Yeah, well, you're not going to watching it for long. Kieran's coming down the Heimer straight in the last lap.
Yep, and here comes Kieran. I'm going to keep my eye on that.
I can watch the battle if you want.
Yes, as Kieran comes through the final corner for the last time for the pre-season race. He is going to win it, but how many penalties does he have? He does have a 3-second penalty. Smitsky's won it!
Smitsky wins.
Smitsky on the top step of the podium. Unbelievable. Slayer will come in fourth. As we got Jasper all over the back of Don's steering wheel, unable to get it done.
I didn't even get on pens.
No. As we got Dave crossing the line, he's not going to jump up any more positions.
Raj, yeah, another time penalty.
I mean, from these guys, I've got to say that Kieran and Raj, they showed some fantastic pace that could be well and truly D3.
Yeah, they showed great pace, but they also showed that I would say they aren't the best when it comes to battling.
A bit impatient, yeah.
But then, I'm not sure how experienced any of these guys are. League racing, they might be really experienced, they might have no experience, so...
Yes, as we got Ryan B crossing the line to finish 11th and to end the race. So, the man on the top step of the podium, Smitsky.
After starting 10th and being last at the end of lap 1.
Yeah, absolute calamities lap 1 for Smitsky, but to be honest, it was difficult to see how many people, the pace of the people here is difficult to judge because everyone had an incident.
I'm confused. It's on my screen, it's not showing Keating as having any time penalties.
Right, we're going to go to the race director and we're just going to confirm that.
Let's see, one warning. That's all I'm seeing. That's all I'm seeing.
Yeah. This is unreal.
What happened here?
What's going on here?
Yeah, can an org tell us who has actually won this race? Because we have no clue.
Right, guys, Kieran crossed the line in first place. It says he has... It dropped him down to second behind Smitsky, who was 3 seconds behind, but he has one warning to his name. Ladies and gentlemen, we got controversy here in the pre-season race.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this race has 2 winners. So, at least as
Sure.
of right now.
I think, in fairness of sportsmanship, we give the race win to both of them. I think that's only fair. This game has absolutely... I don't even know. I don't know what to make of it. But... absolute madness.
There's one way to end the race.
Well, it's insane.
Unless Kieran got a penalty during the time that he was disconnected, it's just not telling us about.
I don't know, but
I don't think it's likely, but I can't think of any other things that could have happened.
It's got to be an AI that's giving him a penalty. It's got to be.
Yeah.
But we had Kieran cross the line in first place. Smitsky did get first place for a time penalty that wasn't there in the race director for us. So, we're going to call them both winners. We're not going to play favoritism or anything. But GG's to both of them. Fantastic racing, and it's going to be interesting to see how D4 is going to shape up when we go to...
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see how this league develops in the course of the season.
I mean, it's going to be very interesting. But guys, I'd like to thank you all for joining us for this pre-season race with the lads of D4 for Season 3 of the League of Europe. I have been Iverbryn Mike. Joined with me in the commentary booth has been ton, and we will catch you next week for the season opener, which is Australia. It's Australia, so we'll catch you next week for round number 1 in Australia. Until then, guys, have a good one.